today I am going to be showing you an updated hair care and styling routine for natural wavy hair. I feel like I've learned so much because this is what my hair looks like last year and I can't believe that this is what it looks like today. I'm really loving this routine. There is a lot less frizz now. I'm excited to show you this updated version. Let's get right into it. What's up, y'all? Today is day 3. I don't have a set schedule when it comes to washing my hair nowadays. I do have some tips, like for example, if your hair is feeling super dry, like when I first colored my hair, I did not wash it that often. I washed it like once a week or once every 10 days. Nowadays, my hair is a lot healthier, so I just kind of wing it, and whenever my scalp feels like it needs to be shampooed, then that's when I wash it. So I recommend you just follow whatever you feel like your hair needs. Let's get started. First, I am going to be doing a pre-treatment on my hair, which is basically something that I do before I actually wash my hair with shampoo. The reason why pre-treatment is good is because when you shampoo your hair, it kind of strips all of that natural oil from your hair, and so pre-treatments kind of help with that. It's especially good for people who have super naturally dry hair. Still using this product, it's really good for the scalp, especially if you're trying to promote hair growth. Once I put the oil on my hair, I just kind of give it a massage like this. I put the leftover on my strand of hair. I don't know if I mentioned it last time, but I told you guys that like the sides of my hair don't really grow, and actually there was a point where it was like almost bald, which I have to tell you guys why. The number one reason why you might be losing a lot of hair is because of stress. My hair has grown back a lot once I started reducing my stress and just trying to live more of a carefree life. You could actually see that there's a lot of growth here. Like before I didn't have much at all, and now they're all just growing back. So it's really good. I like using this just in case, but I think the number one thing is reducing your stress. That's the number one thing. While we're letting the oil sit in my hair for about 20 minutes, I'm going to show you some of the products that I use in the shower. First, I've been really exploring new shampoos, and I've used a few different ones. I'm not that impressed with the ones that I've tried. This is the current one that I'm using. They sent it to me as a PR gift, and honestly, I think this is very gentle and it's good, but for a person who has dandruff like me, it doesn't do much for my scalp issues, okay? Something new that I've been doing in the shower is layering my conditioners. So for example, this is like my all-time favorite. I always use it. This is the new one that I'm using. So I just pump a little bit of this onto my hand, and then I'll open this up, and then I'll just pump it in as well. And I'll mix it together like this, and then I'll use it as my conditioner. The reason why I layer the conditioner is because sometimes it feels like my hair isn't getting enough moisture. So I find that when I mix them together, they actually do a lot of moisturizing for my hair. Now, if you have like normal hair and it's not super coarse and dry like me, you probably don't want to do that because you don't want to over moisturize your hair. Your hair needs protein and moisture, and it needs a balance of that so that it can be healthy. I find that my hair is usually already super brittle, so I needed that extra moisture, and it actually helped. I still love the Main Club one, but I ran out of it, and then I didn't restock because my friend gave this to me, so I haven't restocked on it yet. And honestly, comparing this one with the Main Club one, they both are equally awesome. I think this one is a little bit more hydrating, so I only use this about once a week or once every 2 weeks. Oh, another thing to note is that when I layer my conditioners, I do not do that every single time I'm in the shower. I do it only about once a week, and I will not use a hair mask and layer at the same time. For example, if I am layering my conditioners and using it on my hair, I will not use a hair mask that day. If I use this alone, then I will use a hair mask with it afterwards. So I change it up between these two techniques. I hope that makes sense. Another thing I wanted to note really quick is if you like hot showers, I'm begging you to please just turn down the knob and make it more on the cool side. The reason for this is that hot water really just burns your skin, and it also burns your hair. When I was in the Philippines, we didn't have hot water where we were staying, so I actually really adapted and got used to taking cold showers. It did my hair so much good. When I came back into the States, I started noticing like my knob for the hot water was way too hot. So then now I turn it all the way this way. So if you go all the way over here and you choose hot, I want you to take it back and go probably back right here. Hot water will really burn your hair and your skin, so you just want to do like lukewarm. Okay, I think that is all the most important parts. The shower is like my sacred spot, so I'm not going to bring you guys in the shower with me, but hopefully showing the products helped you, and then the water temperature helped you. If you really want to know like what goes down in the shower, shampoo first, right? Scrub your hair like this, very gently, not with your nails, with your fingertips. You want to be gentle. And then you want to use your conditioner. Leave that conditioner on for the rest of the shower. Those are the two first things that you want to do, because you want to leave that conditioner in your hair so that it can really soak in while you're showering and scrubbing the rest of your body, okay? So yeah, I think it is about 20 minutes now. I'm gonna go shower and we'll meet when I'm ready to style my hair. Alright guys, I just got out of the shower, and so we are going to start styling immediately. You want to start styling your hair when your hair is still really wet. So after I put my clothes on, I go immediately to styling my hair. If your hair dries really quickly, you probably want to get a water sprayer like this. Spray it just a little bit, just so your hair is wet. You want your hair to be wet because, first of all, your hair will be more defined, and then it also will reduce the frizz. First thing I'm gonna use is my leave-in conditioner. I used to use this one. I love this one a lot. Once I ran out of that, I went to the store, and I really love Marc Anthony. So I saw this one, I was like, I have to try it out. And now I think I might like this one just a little bit more, just because it works better on my coarse hair. And it really penetrates the hair really easily. So if you have fine hair, you will probably really like this one or this one. But yeah, this is the one that I use currently. Right after I spray it, I'm going to use my Denman brush to distribute the product evenly. And you want to be super gentle with your hair, because when your hair is wet, it's very fragile. When your hair is wet, you'll see the most hair fall come out. So that's why you want to be super gentle with it. And it's normal. They say that usually you'll lose like 100 strands of hair a day, and if you don't wash your hair often, maybe that's why it comes out whenever you actually have a wash day. I like to lay on leave-in conditioners because my hair is really thick and very coarse. So usually one leave-in is not enough for me. And you probably wonder how I know. I've experimented. I tried one leave-in and it just doesn't look good. Next leave-in, I use this one. This is probably my 4th bottle. You can see that it's almost gone. My hairstylist actually recommended it to me, and oof, I've been using it ever since and absolutely love it. So I put it like this, put it into my hair. If there's any excess, I'll put it up here. And then after I distribute it, I'm going to use my Denman brush to really define my hair. So this is where it gets interesting. You get a piece of hair about this much. You get your Denman brush. You brush your hair with a little bit of tension, right? And there are a few ways that you can do this. After you do it with some tension, you can shake it out and do like this. If you're short on time, you can do that. But for me, that isn't really defined, and I want to help it have a little bit more definition. So what I do is I brush it in, go all the way down here, stop, and then I start twirling it like this. Once you twirl it in, go down and let it loose, just like that. Again, I'm going to go really slowly so you can get the technique down, right? I put all of the hair together, mush it down straight just like that, brush it with some tension, go all the way down. You hold this piece across here, kind of clamping it in, and then you just start twirling upwards. Then you let loose, and it'll come out to something like that. You can see that that is much more defined than when I just shake it. But it really depends on how much time you have. Over time, since I practice this a lot, this only takes me about 30 minutes, but I'm going to take it a little bit slow today just so I can show you guys the technique. I'm kind of like using this brush to point away from my face, so this brush goes behind the hair. Something that's super interesting about hair with any kind of hair pattern is that it has a certain way that it likes. So this one likes to face away from my face, and this one likes to go towards my face. I'm gonna try to make it go that way, but sometimes it gets a little bit wonky. For example, I'm gonna try the same thing. Make it go away from my face. Just like that. Looks all right. This one, I'm gonna make it face towards my face because I know that this is just how it likes to be. So you can really change the way that it points. You see how this looks much happier than this one right here? Let's see if it makes a difference if I point it towards my face. And there it is. It likes it a lot more. Once that's done, before I do the next part, I'm gonna go ahead and put leave-in conditioner on the whole top part of my head. If you have less hair than me, I would recommend using less. But for someone who has super thirsty, thick, and coarse hair like mine, I don't really hold back when it comes to product. I just put it all in there because I know how thirsty it is. This is the sound that you want to hear when you're styling your hair. That's how you know that it is wet enough to style. Sectioning off my hair again. We're doing the same process. I might actually speed this up since I'm doing the same exact process throughout all of my hair. But again, one more time, get a piece, flatten it out just like this. This brush, the Denman brush, put it behind the hair if you want it to go away from your face. Brush it down, hold it at the end. Now you're going to just twist the brush upwards. And now you let it loose and it's become something like this. Cool? Okay, I'm going to do the rest of my hair just like that, and then we will regroup whenever I'm at the top of my head. Middle section. I like to wear my hair with a middle part, so I just part it in the middle first, and then I start twirling that way. Alright, I finished defining all of my hair. Next, I'm going to put on this Marc Anthony Strictly Curls Curl Envy Cream. It's really, really good. This has become one of the staples in my hairstyling routine. This one, and a gel. Let me tell you why I really, really like this one. It says that it softens and defines coarse curls, which I find to be very true. I actually bought this one because I was walking through the store and I saw this packaging right here. This before picture of her, I was like, that looks like me. That is what my hair looks like. And then I saw the after and I was like, that is what I want to look like. So very good marketing on their end. So I bought it and it turns out it actually really, really works. It says that it's the #1 selling curl cream. I don't know if that's true, I didn't check, but anyway, I really do like it. It's really good. That's why I bought 2, so that if I run out of this one, I will have a backup. Back to the routine. I open it, get about just this much right here. I spread it around my hand and I kind of do the, I think they call this the praying hand method. I'm not sure if I'm doing that right, but I'm actually just coating my hair with it, just like that. Then I'll scrunch it, just hold it once. I don't do like that anymore. I just scrunch it up once, hold. Scrunch it up once and hold. I'm going to put just a little bit more for the other side. I use less for this side because I already have some leftover cream that didn't go all the way in this hair. So I do the same thing, kind of just gently coat it onto the hair just like this. Hold it, scrunch it up just like that, and hold. You might see that some hair isn't as defined as earlier. All you need to do is just go back in and help it a little bit by finger rolling. After this curl cream, I'm going to use this sculpting gel, and it basically just holds the pattern in place. A little bit of that. Same exact thing, put it around your hands. Lightly coat your hair with the gel, just like that. Then squeeze it up, hold. Again, if you see some things that aren't really defined, you can go ahead and go in there and do the finger rolling method. I'm going to put a little bit more gel for the other side. we're almost done. I also add a little bit of Carol Daughter's hair milk into my hair just because with it makes my hair a little bit glossier and very moisturized looking. And you don't need a lot of this, probably about just a dime. Then I gently coat it again like that. And you do not want to use that a lot just because it could be really heavy and it can wear your hair down. But I've done my hair routines without it and my hair looks a little bit dry without it. Once we do that, you are going to have your t-shirt towel and you're going to hold it and squeeze out all of the excess water. This basically helps it dry a little bit faster and it doesn't weigh your hair down. So I'm going to do the exact same thing with my t-shirt towel. I'm going to hold it up, hold, up, hold. Same thing over here, scrunch it up and hold. I'm holding about 30 seconds. Cool, again. I'm going to do the front like this, scrunch and hold. Now you have to let it dry. There are two ways to do this. You can use a diffuser or let it air dry. Personally, I really like air drying it because I see less frizz that way. So that is the method that I'm doing today. Since it's summer, it dries a little bit faster too. So once this dries, I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what to do next. First, what you want to do is lightly scrunch up and hold. We're trying to break apart the gel cast now, so just do it very, very gently. Okay, we're going to do this side. Once you do that, now we're going to separate all of the clumps. So you just break apart the pieces so you can have smaller pieces of hair. Just like that. Also kind of fluff it up like this. So once you get that, it will look like this. You can see that there is a lot less frizz than my very first routine that I posted here maybe about half a year ago. But yeah, I'm very proud of it. That is my updated hair tutorial. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!